The Jefferson nickel, quarter dollar, and Kennedy half dollar hold hidden treasures, rare editions, silver secrets, and astonishing values that turn everyday coins into collector's gold. Don't overlook their true worth. Number 1, Jefferson nickel. The Jefferson nickel, a small yet historically significant coin, has been a cornerstone of American currency since its introduction in 1938. This 5-cent piece, featuring the profile of Thomas Jefferson, holds a deep connection to the nation's heritage, economic evolution, and even wartime struggles. While many may overlook it as just another coin in circulation, the Jefferson nickel has a fascinating story filled with rare variations, valuable additions, and hidden gems that could be worth thousands of dollars today. Imagine finding a simple 5-cent coin in your pocket that is actually worth a fortune. Yes, that's right. Some Jefferson nickels are incredibly valuable due to their rarity, minting errors, and historical significance. From wartime silver compositions to elusive mint marks, the Jefferson nickel has captured the attention of collectors and numismatists worldwide. Whether you are a casual coin enthusiast or a dedicated treasure hunter, understanding the value of these nickels could lead you to unexpected riches. To appreciate the Jefferson nickel's worth, we must journey back to its origins. In 1938, the U.S. Mint sought to replace the Buffalo nickel, which had been in circulation since 1913. A national design competition was held, and artist Felix Schlag emerged victorious with his portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse in Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia estate, on the reverse. This design, with minor modifications, has remained the face of the Jefferson nickel for decades, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. Over the years, the Jefferson nickel has undergone several transformations, with different compositions, mint marks, and special editions shaping its legacy. Among the most famous are the wartime nickels minted between 1942 and 1945. Due to metal shortages during World War II, the U.S. Mint removed nickel from the coin's composition and replaced it with a mix of silver, copper, and manganese. These so-called war nickels are distinguishable by a large mint mark above Monticello and are highly sought after by collectors today. But what makes some Jefferson nickels truly valuable? The answer lies in key dates, low mintages, and rare errors. For example, the 1950 D. Jefferson nickel is one of the most desirable coins in the series. With only 2.6 million struck, it holds the title of the lowest mintage regular issued Jefferson nickel, making it a prized possession for collectors. Another valuable piece is a 1943 P nickel with a full steps designation, an indicator of a sharply struck Monticello building. Coins with clear, full steps are far rarer and command significantly higher prices. The world of error coins also plays a crucial role in determining the value of Jefferson nickels. Among the most famous errors is the 1942 D over horizontal D nickel, where the mint mark was accidentally struck in a unique position. Similarly, double die varieties, where elements of design appear doubled, can fetch thousands of dollars at auctions. The hunt for these errors has turned Jefferson nickels into tiny treasures hiding in plain sight. Even modern-day Jefferson nickels hold value, particularly proof coins and special issues. In 2004 and 2005, the U.S. Mint introduced a special Westward Journey series to commemorate the bicentennial of the Lewis and Clark expedition. These nickels featured unique designs, including the famous piece metal and keelboat reverses. Among them, the 2004 D Extra Lee variety has been a standout, with some versions selling for impressive sums due to an additional engraving error. If you think only ancient coins hold significant worth, think again. Even a Jefferson nickel from a few decades ago could be worth thousands, depending on its rarity and condition. Grading plays a crucial role in assessing a coin's value, with top-tier, uncirculated specimens commanding the highest prices. A flawless, high-grade Jefferson nickel can turn an ordinary 5-cent piece into an extraordinary investment. Collectors and investors alike recognize the long-term potential of rare Jefferson nickels. Unlike paper currency, which can lose value over time due to inflation, rare coins hold intrinsic worth, often appreciating with age. The market for Jefferson nickels remains strong, with collectors continuously searching for key dates, mint errors, and pristine examples to add to their collections. But how can you identify whether the Jefferson nickels in your possession are valuable? The first step is to check the date and mint mark, typically found on the obverse for post-1964 nickels or reverse for pre-1965 nickels. Coins from the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints can have varying values based on their rarity. Next, examine the coin's condition, scratches, wear, and discoloration can affect its worth. If you suspect a coin might be valuable, consulting a professional coin grading service like PGS or NGC can provide an accurate assessment. Beyond its financial worth, the Jefferson nickel represents a crucial piece of American history. It has witnessed the Great Depression, World War II, the space race, and the digital age. Its enduring presence in U.S. currency reflects the stability and adaptability of the nation's coinage system. Even today, with digital transactions becoming more prevalent, the Jefferson nickel continues to circulate, reminding us of its long and storied journey. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newcomer to the world of numismatics, the Jefferson nickel offers an exciting opportunity to explore history while potentially uncovering valuable treasures. With rare dates, mint errors, and hidden gems waiting to be discovered, this seemingly ordinary coin could turn out to be an extraordinary find. The Jefferson nickel is more than just a 5-cent coin. It's a gateway to American history, a collector's dream, and in some cases, an incredibly valuable asset. While we've already covered key dates, rare varieties, and the basics of grading, the story of the Jefferson nickel runs even deeper. There are still hidden treasures waiting to be uncovered, astonishing auction sales that have shocked collectors, and a fascinating journey through the evolution of this iconic coin. One of the most exciting aspects of Jefferson nickels is the world of proof coins. Proof nickels are not meant for circulation, but are specially struck for collectors. These coins have sharp details, deep mirror-like surfaces, and are often worth much more than regular business strike nickels. Some of the most valuable proof Jefferson nickels include 1939 reverse of 1940 proof. This variety features a slightly modified Monticello, design introduced in 1940, but some proof coins in 1939 were struck using the new reverse die. If you have one of these rare transition proofs in pristine condition, it could be worth thousands. 1950 proof Jefferson nickel. With a low mintage of just over 50,000 coins, this proof nickel is a sought-after piece for collectors. A high-grade example can command a hefty price. 1964 Special Mint Set SMS nickel. This coin is one of the greatest numismatic mysteries. Unlike regular proof or circulation coins, the 1964 SMS nickel has a unique satin-like finish. Only a handful of these coins are known to exist, making them some of the rarest Jefferson nickels. One specimen graded SP68 sold for over $30,000. These proof coins add another layer to the already complex and exciting world of Jefferson nickel collecting. But rare proof coins aren't the only treasures to look for. Some of the most valuable Jefferson nickels are hiding in pocket change. Finding rare Jefferson nickels in circulation. Believe it or not, some incredibly valuable Jefferson nickels can still be found in everyday transactions. Many people don't realize that they may have a rare worn nickel or a valuable key date sitting in their change jar. The best way to search for these hidden gems is through coin roll hunting, a hobby where collectors buy rolls of nickels from banks and search through them for rare pieces. Some of the best Jefferson nickels to look for in circulation include 1942 to 1945 silver war nickels. These coins contain 35% silver, and you can easily identify them by the large mint mark above Monticello. Even in lower grades, they are worth more than face value due to their silver content. 1950 D. Jefferson nickel. This is the lowest mintage regular issue Jefferson nickel. If you find one in pocket change, consider yourself extremely lucky. It could be worth hundreds, even in circulated condition. 2009 Jefferson nickels. Due to the economic downturn, the U.S. Mint produced far fewer nickels in 2009 compared to other years. These coins are already becoming harder to find and could increase in value over time. The most expensive Jefferson nickels ever sold. Some Jefferson nickels have fetched staggering prices at auctions. These coins are not just valuable because of their rarity, but also due to their exceptional condition and historical significance. Let's take a look at some of the highest prices ever paid for Jefferson nickels. 1942, P-proof nickel, PR 68 cameo. This stunning coin, one of the finest known examples, sold for over $30,000. Its deep cameo contrast and flawless surfaces made it a must-have for serious collectors. 1964 SMS Jefferson nickel. This mysterious coin remains one of the rarest nickels in existence. With fewer than 20 known examples, an SP68 graded specimen once sold for an astonishing $35,000. 1953 S Full Steps Jefferson nickel. Full Steps nickels are highly prized because they indicate a strong strike. A nearly perfect example of the 1953. Number 2, U.S. quarter dollar coin. The U.S. quarter dollar is one of the most iconic coins in American history. It has been a part of everyday transactions for more than 230 years. But beyond its common use, this 25-cent coin has an incredible story of evolution, rare varieties, and astonishing values. Some quarters are worth just face value, while others have sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars at auctions. If you think a quarter is just a small piece of change, you're about to discover why certain quarters are among the most sought-after coins in the world. The journey of a U.S. quarter began in 1796, when the first ever quarter was struck by the U.S. Mint. At that time, quarters were made of pure silver, making them highly valuable not just as currency, but also as a form of wealth. Over the centuries, the quarter's design and composition have changed multiple times, reflecting the history and growth of the United States. One of the most recognizable designs is the Washington quarter, introduced in 1932. It was initially meant to be a one-time commemorative coin honoring the 200th birthday of George Washington. However, it became so popular that the U.S. Mint decided to keep it as the standard quarter design. Since then, Washington quarters have remained in circulation, undergoing various modifications and special editions, including the State Quarter series, America the Beautiful Quarters, and Bicentennial Quarters. But what makes certain quarters extremely valuable? Some factors that can turn a regular quarter into a fortune include low mintage numbers. The fewer quarters minted in a specific year, the more valuable they tend to be. Mint errors. Mistakes during the minting process, such as double strikes, off-center designs, or missing details, can make a coin rare and highly desirable. Silver content. Quarters minted before 1965 contain 90% silver, making them more valuable than their face value. Special varieties. Some quarters have unique features that set them apart, such as the 1976 Bicentennial Quarter, which has a different reverse design. One of the most famous and valuable quarters is the 1932 D. Washington Quarter, which had a low mintage of just 436,800 coins. A well-preserved example of this coin can sell for over $10,000. Another rare quarter is the 1970 S-proof quarter struck on a 1941 Canadian quarter, a minting error that resulted in an extraordinary coin worth tens of thousands of dollars. Another sought-after coin is the 2004 Wisconsin Extra Leaf Quarter, which has an extra leaf on the corn stalk in its design. This mint error makes the coin rare, and depending on its condition, it can sell for anywhere between $200 and $1,500. Beyond their monetary value, quarters tell the story of America. The State Quarter Series, 1999 to 2008, for example, feature designs representing all 50 states, making coin collecting more popular than ever. Millions of people started searching their chain for rare quarters, hoping to find a valuable piece. Some of these state quarters, like the 2008 Oklahoma quarter with a die error, have been sold for high prices. If you're wondering whether you have a rare quarter in your collection or pocket change, here's what you should look for. 1. Check the mint mark. Coins from certain mints, like the 1932 D and 1932 S quarters, can be worth much more than those from other mints. 2. Look for mint errors. Double die errors, off-center strikes, and missing details can increase a quarter's value significantly. 3. Check the date. Any quarter minted before 1965 is made of 90% silver, meaning it's worth far more than 25 cents. 4. Inspect the design closely. Some quarters have hidden variations, such as the extra leaf on the 2004 Wisconsin quarter. As the value of rare quarters continues to rise, collectors and investors are paying close attention to these coins. A coin that was once worth just 25 cents could now be worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending on its rarity and condition. The U.S. quarter dollar is more than just a small denomination. It's a window into the history of America, a treasure hunt for collectors, and a potential fortune waiting to be discovered. Whether you find a rare quarter in your pocket change or buy a high-grade piece at an auction, this iconic coin has the power to surprise you. The U.S. quarter dollar is a coin that has been a part of American life for centuries, yet many people don't realize just how valuable some of these quarters can be. While most people see them as just small pieces of change, the reality is that some quarters are worth thousands or even millions of dollars. The reason for this incredible value varies. Some quarters have low mintage numbers, others have unique errors that make them rare, and some are made from valuable metals such as silver. Collectors and coin enthusiasts spend years searching for these hidden treasures, and some lucky individuals have even found them in their pocket change. The history of the quarter stretches all the way back to 1796, when the U.S. Mint first produced this 25-cent coin. At that time, quarters were made from 90% silver, making them much more valuable than the quarters we use today. Over the years, the design of the quarter has changed multiple times, with some of the most famous designs including the drape bust, cap bust, seated Liberty Barber, standing Liberty, and Washington quarters. Each design represents a different period in American history, making these coins not just currency, but also a reflection of the nation's past. One of the most exciting aspects of collecting quarters is the thrill of finding a rare or valuable coin. Some quarters have become legendary for their extreme rarity and high value. For example, the 1932 D. Washington quarter is one of the most sought-after quarters because it had an extremely low mintage of only 436,800 coins. This makes it incredibly rare compared to other Washington quarters, and collectors are willing to pay thousands of dollars for a high-grade specimen. Another fascinating and valuable quarter is the 1916 Standing Liberty Quarter. This coin was only minted for a very short time, making it extremely difficult to find. If you happen to come across one in good condition, it could be worth tens of thousands of dollars. The Standing Liberty design was replaced in 1932 with the Washington Quarter, which has remained the primary quarter design ever since. Perhaps the most famous of all U.S. quarters is the 1796 draped bust quarter, which is one of the rarest and most valuable quarters ever produced. This quarter was the very first one ever struck by the U.S. Mint, and only 6,146 were made. Because so few were minted, and even fewer have survived in good condition, this quarter could be worth over $1.5 million in top condition. Owning one of these coins is like owning a piece of early American history. Some quarters have become valuable not because of their age, but because of minting errors. These errors make certain coins unique, and collectors love them because they are one of a kind. One of the most famous minting errors in quarter history is the 2004 Wisconsin Extra Leaf Quarter. This coin features an extra leaf on the corn stalk in its design, an error that was created when the die was accidentally altered. There are two versions of this error, the high leaf and the low leaf, and both are highly sought after by collectors. Depending on the coin's condition, these quarters can be worth anywhere from $200 to $1,500. Another error quarter that is sold for thousands is the 1970 S-proof quarter struck on a 1941 Canadian quarter. This incredibly rare mistake occurred when a blank intended for a Canadian quarter was accidentally used at the U.S. Mint. As a result, this quarter features elements from both U.S. and Canadian coins, making an extraordinary find. Some of these error coins have been sold for more than $30,000. State quarters have also gained attention among collectors, with certain varieties proving to be far more valuable than others. One example is the 1999 Delaware State Quarter with a spitting horse error. This quarter features a die crack that appears on Caesar Rodney's horse, making it look like the horse is spitting. While most versions of this coin are only worth a few dollars, high-grade specimens have sold for hundreds of dollars. Quarters produced before 1965 are also valuable due to their silver content. Before that year, All U.S. quarters were made of 90% silver, making them worth far more than their face value. A single silver quarter can be worth anywhere from $5 to $10 in silver content alone, and rare dates can be worth even more. Some silver quarters from the 1930s and 1940s in high-grade condition can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The Bicentennial Quarter, released in 1976 to commemorate America's 200th anniversary, is another coin that has attracted collectors. While most versions of this quarter are common, a special 40% silver version was also produced. Uncirculated, improved versions of these silver bicentennial quarters can be worth significantly more than their face value. Another important fact about collecting quarters is that some rare varieties can still be found in circulation. This is one of the most exciting aspects of coin collecting. People occasionally discover valuable quarters in their pocket change at flea markets or even in old jars of coins. In recent years, lucky individuals have found silver quarters, rare state quarter errors, and even key date Washington quarters while searching through everyday transactions. One of the reasons why quarter collecting is so popular is because the demand for rare quarters continues to grow. As more collectors enter the hobby, the prices of key date quarters and rare minting errors continue to rise. Many collectors focus on assembling full sets of quarters, such as a complete set of Washington quarters, barber quarters, or state quarters, often searching for the rarest varieties to complete their collection. While some quarters are worth a small premium over their face value, others have become legendary for their extreme rarity and high auction prices. Owning a rare quarter is like owning a piece of history. Each coin tells a story, from the earliest silver issues of the 18th and 19th centuries to the modern designs celebrating America's states and landmarks. With new discoveries still being made, quarter collecting remains one of the most exciting and rewarding aspects of numismatics. Whether it's an old silver quarter, a rare minting error, or a unique historical variety, these small but valuable coins continue to capture the fascination of collectors and enthusiasts worldwide. Number 3. Kennedy half-dollar coin. The Kennedy half-dollar is one of the most iconic and beloved coins in American history. It's not just a piece of currency. It's a symbol of a nation's grief, a tribute to a fallen leader, and a collector's dream. From its rapid production following the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy to the rare and valuable varieties that have surfaced over the years, this coin holds more history, mystery, and value than most people realize. While millions of these coins were minted, certain key dates, special errors, and silver versions make some of them highly sought after, with values far exceeding their face value. Following Kennedy's assassination on November 22, 1963, the country was in mourning. Within days, a proposal was made to honor him on a U.S. coin. Initially, discussions were held about placing his portrait on the quarter, replacing George Washington. However, Kennedy's widow, Jacqueline Kennedy, suggested that the half-dollar would be more fitting, as it would allow for a larger and more detailed portrait. This decision was made with great urgency, and by early 1964, the first Kennedy half-dollars were minted. The coin was an instant sensation. People didn't just use it for transactions, they hoarded it. Many Americans saw it as a memento of Kennedy's legacy, and as a result, very few of the original 1964 silver half-dollars remained in circulation. This led to the coin becoming an immediate collector's item, with demand skyrocketing. One of the most exciting aspects of the Kennedy half-dollar is its silver content. When it was first introduced in 1964, it was made of 90% silver and 10% copper. However, due to rising silver prices and widespread hoarding, the government reduced the silver content in 1965. From 1965 to 1970, Kennedy half-dollars contained 40% silver, making them still valuable for silver stackers and collectors. By 1971, silver was completely removed from regular circulation coins, making post-1970 half-dollars composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel. However, special silver and proof versions have been released over the years, and these remain highly desirable. One of the rarest and most valuable versions of the Kennedy half-dollar is the 1964 accident hairproof coin. This coin, which features extra detailing in Kennedy's hair, was part of the original proof run before being modified due to Jacqueline Kennedy's preference for a softer design. Only a limited number of these coins were struck, making them a prize find among collectors. A high-grade example of a 1964 accented hair Kennedy half-dollar can sell for thousands of dollars. Error coins are another fascinating part of the Kennedy half-dollar story. One of the most famous errors is the 1969 double-die obverse Kennedy half-dollar. This coin exhibits noticeable doubling on the lettering and Kennedy's portrait, making it a highly valuable piece. Depending on its condition, it can be worth anywhere from a few hundred to several $1,000s. A particularly bizarre and unique Kennedy half-dollar error is the 1974 double-die obverse. This coin shows clear doubling on the word trust, making it another must-have for serious collectors. Another fascinating variety is the 1972 No FG Kennedy half-dollar, where the designer's initials FG for Frank Gasparo are missing from the reverse. This coin can fetch anywhere from $200 to $2,500, depending on its condition. Perhaps one of the most famous Kennedy half-dollars is the Bicentennial Edition, minted in 1976 to celebrate America's 200th anniversary. Unlike the regular design, the reverse of this coin features Independence Hall instead of the usual presidential seal. While billions were produced, the special 40% silver Bicentennial Kennedy half-dollar is the one that collectors seek. A high-grade uncirculated or proof version can be worth significantly more than its face value. Some Kennedy half-dollars are worth 5 to 6 figures, particularly high-grade specimens or unique mint errors. One such example is the 1964 SMS Special Mint Set Kennedy half-dollar. This ultra-rare coin is believed to have been part of a small experimental run at the U.S. Mint. Only about 12 specimens are known to exist, and they have sold for upwards of $100,000 at auction. In recent years, certain Kennedy half-dollars have become hot commodities among collectors. Some modern issues, particularly the low-mintage 2014 50th anniversary Kennedy Gold half-dollar, have commanded high prices due to their special compositions and limited release. The 2014 Gold half-dollar was minted in 3/4 of an ounce of pure gold, making it one of the most expensive half-dollars ever issued by the U.S. Mint. Although Kennedy half-dollars are not commonly seen in everyday transactions, they continue to be minted each year for collectors. Many Americans have stashes of these coins, unaware that some of them may be worth a fortune. Rare varieties, high-grade specimens, and silver issues continue to increase in value, making the Kennedy half-dollar a cornerstone of U.S. coin collecting. Kennedy half-dollars are more than just coins. They are symbols of history, tributes to an iconic leader, and treasures waiting to be discovered. Whether in silver, gold, or clad form, these coins continue to hold a special place in the hearts of collectors and history enthusiasts alike. The Kennedy half-dollar is more than just a coin. It is a piece of American history, filled with symbolism, controversy, and intrigue. While its introduction in 1964 was an emotional tribute to President John F. Kennedy, the journey of this coin has been marked by shifts in composition, changes in circulation, and an ever-evolving market for collectors and investors alike. One of the most significant aspects of the Kennedy half-dollar is its composition change. When first minted in 1964, it contained 90% silver, making it a valuable coin not just for transactions, but also as a store of wealth. However, this high silver content did not last long. By 1965, the United States Mint decided to reduce the silver content due to rising silver prices and the hoarding of silver coins. From 1965 to 1970, the Kennedy half-dollar was minted with 40% silver, a significant reduction, but still a notable amount compared to other circulating coins. After 1970, the U.S. Mint completely removed silver from regular circulation Kennedy half-dollars, shifting to a copper-nickel-clad composition. This move aligned with the government's effort to reduce the cost of coin production and prevent further hoarding of silver-based coins. However, special silver versions of the Kennedy half-dollar continued to be minted for collectors, especially in proof sets and commemorative releases. The next major turning point in the coin's history came in 1976, when a special bicentennial Kennedy half-dollar was introduced. This version of the coin featured the Independence Hall on the reverse instead of the traditional presidential seal. The bicentennial edition was minted in both copper-nickel clad and 40% silver, with the latter being highly sought after by collectors. The 2-year mintage of this special design, from 1975 to 1976, marked one of the most unique periods for the Kennedy half-dollar. Over the years, the Kennedy half-dollar faced a decline in circulation. Despite its initial popularity, the coin eventually disappeared from daily transactions. This was partly due to its large size compared to other denominations, making it inconvenient for pocket change. Additionally, with silver hoarding becoming common, many Kennedy half-dollars were kept out of circulation by collectors and investors. By the 1980s, the U.S. Mint reduced the production of Kennedy half-dollars for general use, focusing instead on minting them primarily for numismatic sales. While the coin struggled to maintain its role in everyday commerce, it thrived in the collector's market. Special edition proof sets, high-grade strikes, and low mintage years gained value over time. Some of the most desirable Kennedy half-dollars include the 1964 90% silver version, the 1964 Special Mint Set SMS, the 1970D low mintage, and error coins such as the 1966 SMS No FG, missing designer initials, and the 1974 D double diop verse. The Kennedy half-dollar market is filled with interesting trends. Certain years, mints, and varieties fetch high prices, with collectors often hunting for high-grade examples certified by grading companies like PCGS and NGC. Coins with errors, deep cameo finishes, or exceptionally well-preserved surfaces can command thousands of dollars at auctions. One of the most notorious errors in Kennedy half-dollar history is the 1964 accident hair variety. This coin features a distinct hairline detail on Kennedy's portrait, which was quickly modified in later strikes. Only a limited number of these coins were minted before the design was changed, making them highly valuable. Another popular error is the No FG, missing Frank Gasparo initials variety, found on some 1966 and 1972 D coins. These missing initials make the coin a rarity, increasing its worth significantly. Kennedy half-dollars are also notable for their proof and special edition versions. Over the years, the U.S. Mint has produced proof sets with enhanced features, including silver proofs, reverse proofs, and matte finishes. Collectors seek out these coins, particularly those struck with deep cameo contrast, which enhances the details of Kennedy's portrait. The role of the Kennedy half-dollar in U.S. culture extends beyond just numismatics. It has been a symbol of President Kennedy's legacy, a favorite coin for casino slot machines, and a popular choice for magic tricks due to its size and weight. Despite its reduced use in everyday transactions, it remains one of the most recognizable and respected coins in American history.